turn down the music so we don't get a strike. Then I'll stop making all that money I'm making. Yeah, right. Anyhow, where we at? It's now a Friday the 3rd, 2025. I'm not sure, and I just kind of do a little video in here and there, so I'm not remembering what I tell you guys, but I tell you. But so the passenger side of my camper, I noticed the other day when I went in there, had a little puddle, so there's a little leak going on. So I had to take off a bunch of 1/4-inch sheets of paneling inside that I had on there to find it, make sure where it's at, because after everything else gets built, that's going to be a nightmare. So so I took it apart and I found like 2 or 3 just the smallest little pinholes on the cedar planking that I did outside. I just didn't caulk it good enough, I guess. So it's not major. And if you look, you can just occasionally see a smallest little drip kind of come down inside there. Probably be okay, but I don't need to start getting mildew or mold or anything growing in there. So it's been raining. This is PNW, and this is the stuff they talk about in PNW. I'm not sure if it'll probably not raining right now, but no, it's not. But it's been pretty much raining non-stop the last 2 days. So I can't caulk it. Well, I can't caulk the outside. I might put a heater in there, dryer, heater, whatever, dry it out in there at some point today or tomorrow, and I'm gonna also caulk all the inside joints, everything too, just as a secondary deal. But right now, since I can't be out there doing what I want to be doing, working on it, I'm prepping for the ceiling. So I got the planks, fencing planks, is all they are. I know different people get different stuff. This is basically for fences. You know, it's like 5.5 by 5/8 thick by 6 foot. They're all different. I mean, so I have my planer right there, and I ran it all through the planer probably about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. I don't know how many times. Because I want them all to be the exact same width. Some are almost 5/8, or some are almost 3/4. Some are just barely a 1/2 inch. So to get them all the same, you just gotta keep running them through till they're all the same. Make them smoother and nicer. I'm probably, by the time it's said and done, between 3/8 and 7/16, somewhere around there. And then I'm coming through after I do that. Here's my rough milled ones, or what do you want to call it, plain. A lot of these are really freaking wet. Like that one's super wet. Got some in front of the heater there. But the ones that are dry, like these ones, I'm sanding over. I'm just doing one side because you're only going to see one side, I think. With some 60 grit sandpaper, getting the face, the one face that you're going to see, and the 2 edges, because the edges on these things, again, this is just rough mill for fencing, basically. So I'm sanding it down, the sides, the face, 2 sides and the face, with 60, and then I'm coming back over it with 240 to make it smooth, soft, nice. So that's what I'm doing. I got 15 of these to do. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't film it. It's time consuming and really freaking boring. But I figured if I'm gonna make these videos for you guys might want to see everything. Another thing with these, so my camper is, I don't remember exactly. It's over 6 foot wide. It's like 6'6" or somewhere close to that. And these are only 6 foot. These were basically $3 each? $3 each or $4 each? I don't remember. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run 2 running front to back on either side, on the driver's side and on the passenger side, and then I'm gonna fill the rest in going from side to side with these, so that 6 foot will be long enough. I just didn't want to spend the extra money on the 8 footers. You could buy like 8 footers like this. They're $2 more per board. So times 15, that adds up, right? It's 30 bucks. 30 bucks additional to what I'm already spending. So try not to go overboard on this, and it's not that big a deal. When these all even fit together, they're not going to be super tight, you know, because they're not perfect. I don't have an edger, or I think it's called an edger, I'm blanking now. But so you can kind of see a little bit of gappage in them. I'm also making a small bevel on the edge, a little sanding side, so it's not square. I just think it looks nicer. And then if I have to, I can always put a small ceiling of caulk or sealing or something. Something in there. Again, for the sealing, it's really not crucial. It's mostly for looks, keep the insulation in and all that. But so, enough talking. Let's start working. That's gotta go. Done cutting that wood down to size for now. This stuff. And we gotta start getting these spar urethane, waterproofing, getting these ready so they can go inside the camper. They're getting this because they're gonna need a camper and there's gonna be moisture in the camper, right? This is gonna prevent, it's got seals out water, mold and mildew resistant. So, I mean, with the, hopefully doing some cooking in there, that's gonna cause moisture, and we're gonna be, I'll have the propane heater, the buddy heater on there, that makes moisture too. So, I'm not sure how much, but I don't want anything getting mold or getting ruined and warping on me. So, I will be doing that before I install that. This thing is heavy as hell. And dusty. All the same. saving all this just in case. I don't know, just in case. I don't know which brush would be better to use, honestly. I'll just use this foam one. It sucks, I'll use the other one. This. Reading directions and stuff, that's not me. See how good the lighting in my garage. I got this garage light and a couple of these things I installed. Not actual natural light. It won't be in my camper either, I guess, for the most part. It's kind of what it looks like. I mean, I think it's going to look nice. I think I'll be fine with that. I'll try to be semi-selective on the order I put them to. Maybe dark light, something along that. So yeah, the ones I really like with really nice tight grains. Very few knots. And we got a couple like this. We have a few more knots, less tight grain, darker ones, lighter ones. So, get those two done. I'm not going to record that part. Flip them over and do the same thing. Try to get the edges also. I won't do the ends, I don't think, because I don't know the exact length. I'll be cutting them off. I don't know which end I'll be cutting, so I'll have to look and see which one's the better end. But, so that's that. I'm going to stop recording right here, and hopefully next thing I'll be recording is either me installing these or starting the framing on the inside of the camper. Alright, first ceiling plank is up. I'm running the two outside ones, front to back. That one's not on yet. And then I'll be running the rest of them in between. Keep going. All right, we're just gonna time lapse it maybe, because I'm gonna measure each one because I wanna make sure everything's perfect. I don't want any gaps.